Salutations, this is Dave from System Degenerate, taking a break out of the things that I would like to do to give you another SD lessons video. And this week I'm going to be talking about creative synth programming, and I'm just going to give you a slight disclaimer that I've had a rather bad day dealing with some very stupid people, and stupid people always like to wind me up and annoy me, so this is the mood that I'm going to be in for the remainder of this. Now, as we begin, I'm talking quietly because there's other people in the house right now. I'm going to start off by discussing a few things. I'm not going to do drums in this video. I'm just going to mostly be doing the actual synths themselves, and I'm going to make it real quick and try to wrap this up fast. I've set this to some presets. We've got an arpeggio here. Now this is, if I just double click there to give me something, if this stupid laptop wants to hurry up before I throw it out the window. Sorry, it's been one of those days, and you can see how slow this thing is, which is always nice when I'm trying to get a video done quickly. Now, this is just a basic arpeggiator. And if this thing wants to hurry up and actually play it, sorry. You probably can't hear that very well, but it's a synthy sounding thing. If I drag this out a minute. There we go. And yes, anyone watching this, I do have to put up with this every single time that I do make a song. And I've found ways around it, but I'm not going to be doing that for the course of this video. Now, the other thing I'm going to put in the track directly below this is a drone. Now, what you want to do with your drone, you want to have a pad synth, quite a soft sounding synth. And this thing is practically unusable right now. Right, you want to do that. And you want to have it quite low down in the octave, and you want to have it in the same key as everything else. So this thing wants to actually do anything at all. It's basically just a simple drone, and that anchors the track out. So I'm going to drag those out anyway, and that drone usually goes on for the length of the entire track. So what we have so far, this is going to go horrible. Right, so far that's really basic. That's just two notes, the same, well, different octaves, but the same note that's basically just been copied and pasted. Now this is always how I start off by building a song. I always start off by putting individual segments in, dragging them out, and then gradually adding them and working my way through. Kind of like, I don't know how you might put a puzzle together, I suppose. If that doesn't sound pretentious, it does sound pretentious, but I can be quite pretentious sometimes. So anyway, we've got a lead synth here. And what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to throw some notes out there in the same key. And then maybe go down like that. And I'm just basically throwing random notes together. Usually when we actually write our guitar parts, we put them with sort of more distinct melodies, and then the synths are just kind of thrown sort of hodgepodge mishmash together. Those aren't real words, are they? But even so, the synths basically are often just there as a textual thing, while the guitars do a lot of the work. So yeah, there you go. You got the start of a melody there. So what we have so far. You see already that's starting to sound kind of nice and trancey and all sort of throwing these things together. So I've got a synth bass here, and a synth bass is just a nice little way of accentuating it, and I'm going to do something really basic for this, and I'm basically just going to essentially add a little like 4/4 beat here, and then drag this out for 4 bars there. So as you can see, this is basically what I do. If you listen to a lot of our songs, you'll see that I always kind of gradually build and build and work stuff together, and there's always a little quiet droning sound behind every single synth, more or less, for most of the track, unless I want to drop it out. But it's a good way to put some like arps in there and to do all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so here's what we have so far. What I might do is maybe have some cymbals come in with the synth bass at the same time, since it works to have two things come in once. Then maybe after that I would have some more drums come in, that kind of thing. But for the purpose of this video, I think I'm just going to leave it here. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. So I will see you guys again next week, unless I forget again like I did last week. But you know, whatever, I had a gig last week, so thank you to anyone who came if you're watching this video. And yeah, see you guys later. Peace out.